Hey guys, it's Stephanie here from beautyandwifelife.com. I hope that you're well. Today I am here with
your star, your guest of honor. Alright, come on.
my husband.
Yeah, buddy.
Rishikesh. We are basically going to be doing finally our marriage Q&A that you guys have sent in to us. We literally haven't had any time. I don't know how, but we've been together 11 years now.
It was like 3 years, but oh no, you're talking
11 years. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. Q&A. We're gonna go for it. Okay. So do you guys have a process for dealing with any disagreements or arguments? I feel like we're getting better. I feel like compared to like 11 years ago, we were like really fiery and crazy, which I still feel like I am a little bit.
Yep.
But I'm getting better with arguments and disagreements.
How do we handle disagreements? Normally you throw something at me, I leave the room at that point and I sleep on the couch, right?
You've never slept on the couch.
But it's fun to say that, right?
Yeah.
Like grown-ups, right? You talk it out when you're calm. For me, that's normally the next day. For Devki, straight away. So I think there's a little bit difference in our processing strategies. So if we have an argument, like I will be like, just, you know, chill out, give me some time. Normally it means an hour or two, but if it's in the evening, just, I'm gonna go to sleep. It doesn't affect my sleep, so I'm told.
I hate that. I hate that. I can't even sleep like if we argue.
Which is your fault. You shouldn't start an argument if you know you can't go to sleep.
Yeah,
It's like punishing yourself.
You start arguments as well. You're the same.
No, of course.
Takes
but
two.
I'm just
Takes two in an argument.
I always tell you that when you're like apologize. I'm like, if you just accepted what I said, then it wouldn't have been an argument. So.
Oh my god! Wow. Anyway, I don't know. Like honestly, I feel like what we've done is when we're calm, which whenever that is, maybe on the same day or the next day, we kind of reevaluate the argument in a calm way, and we're like, okay, and I will be like, okay, it wasn't okay that you said this, and then you're like, no, it's not okay that you acted in this way, and then I feel like since we like kind of dissect the argument after we've had the argument, we're getting better.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's really helped, and we have gone from like a really fiery relationship to now we don't argue that much. We bicker, but it's not arguing.
But I think most of that comes down to the tone. Often you say something and the tone in which you say it causes the argument, for us anyway. One thing we do to settle disagreements, and one thing I've actively been trying to do, is when we're discussing the argument that we've had, is actually listening to the person. It's not just hearing what they're saying. Listening is processing that information. So when they're discussing how they feel or whatever it is they feel, it's not for you to judge whether it's right or wrong. It's just listen to what they're saying, process it until they finish talking. Just let them keep rambling on. Often it's definitely a long time. So just listen, process, and try and actually understand the way they're feeling.
So you know, last time when we had an argument, he actually pulled up my video on how to avoid arguments in the lockdown and tried to show it to me, and I literally felt like throwing his phone in his face.
Yeah. But
what is your love language? I don't even know what love language.
No, that's the 5 love languages. That guy went over them.
Language. Wait, I
it's
think I know
like
them.
touch, gifts, words of affirmation. Oh my god, I'm on fire.
Oh,
come on.
Wow, you are. Oh, quality time, giving gifts, act of service, words of affirmation, physical touch. What is your love
I got 3.
language? Quality time, no. Giving gifts, no. Acts of service, yeah, I think that probably is. Words of affirmation, no. Physical touch, no. So I think yours is actually acts of...
By default, I like acts of service.
So
read out what acts of service
love helping others.
It sounds...
Helping wash the car. Yes.
But you don't help me wash my car.
I do.
You watch me
I
wash.
spray all the things at the end. What are you talking about?
You do the windows.
And I wax and I take all the... Shut up! I help you.
Acts of service. You're all of them.
Yeah,
you want
I'm all of
quality
them.
times. You want gifts. You want acts of service. You want affirmation. And you want physical touch. Jesus Christ, you're needy, aren't you?
I'm high maintenance, I'm sorry, but I am. But you're so lucky to have someone like me.
I know, aren't I?
So I'm all of them, and he is acts of service and
By default,
none of the other
I don't
ones.
even need acts of service.
No, he basically doesn't need any of them. I need all of them. I don't need. He doesn't need any of them. So that's probably why we're together. This is a funny one. Would you throw your parents under the bus to protect your wife?
Fuck you, no. You answer that first, innit?
Would I throw? No. I wouldn't. My mom and dad. No, I wouldn't. You wouldn't either.
Throw them under the bus to protect me. Let's say spouse, innit? You can't say wife because you ain't got a wife.
As in to protect you.
To protect me?
No, because it's like then life would. If you died, then life would be really shit without you. But if they died, it would be the same. It's like the same.
What? You expand on your question. Like support it with references. What are you saying?
No, it's like I can't pick between you two. I can't pick between my parents and you.
That's not what you said a minute ago. You said no.
I can't throw my parents under the bus for you. I think I would throw myself under the bus.
Cool. I'm copying that answer. Gets me out of the doghouse.
The thing is, even though how much I would want you to say, I want you to pick me over your parents, I wouldn't, like, I feel like it should be equality. Like, if I feel like I can't pick my parents, why should I expect you to pick your parents over me? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, anything to do with his parents, he's like, sure, like, just in case.
No, Michael Kyle said it the best on, what was that program? My Wife and Kids. He said it best. I'll probably die trying to save you both.
Who would live a happier life without each other?
Oof. No, but you have to define happiness now, isn't it? You're like,
No,
as you can tell,
content.
words of...
If
what,
you
exactly,
died,
there you
legit,
go.
like if you died, my life would be like, I just can't cope anymore. My life is over. Whereas you'd be like, okay, cool. Like I'm sad for 2 days. Let's get over it.
2 days? Nah,
Okay,
a
maybe
bit longer.
like maybe
3.5. I think you're more emotional. I would say that. And I think my unfortunate demise would leave you emotionally unstable and in a mental institution. So by default, I wouldn't be in a mental institution. So you could say I would be happier. Yeah, cool.
Okay, who would crack quicker under pressure?
What is he trying to refer to? Pressure of what? If it's like day to day doing house chores and stuff like that kind of pressure. Oh, mate, I'm folding before I even start.
Even like I feel like
if we said we had to flip chores, I would fold under that kind of pressure. I don't know if you would. I don't think you
no,
could
but I
do
think
everything.
generally I would crack more than you because you're a very calm and collected person. Like I feel like this is where like the yin and yang in like our personality comes out. Like I'm definitely like I'm like my mum, I'm panicker. I'm like, what's happened? Oh god, what can I do? Who is more loyal?
I'm loyal.
You think you're more loyal than me?
Jesus Christ, how can I win? If I say you're more loyal, it makes me look unloyal, isn't it?
But no, answer truthfully.
Who's more loyal? Me. I'm loyal.
Wow, no, I'm definitely more loyal than you. Who's a better friend? To each other or to others?
Nah, you're probably like in the relationship. Who's a better friend? You listen to me. You like do all of those things. Me, I'm just out and about in the garden building stuff. Whereas you're there, you support me, give me my massages when I need them.
Oh, give me one.
You like
go on.
do
No,
all
not
of
the
that
hair,
kind
not
of
the
stuff.
hair.
Oh my god, the hair.
Okay, so I'm the better friend. I think I'm a better friend to my friends as well. You don't really, you care about your friends, but you're quite a detached person. What do you fear most about your marriage? Ooh.
Me dying for you. You answer it.
Yeah, I feel like my biggest fear, which is very ironic because we're trying to practice the spiritual life, right? But in our marriage, I fear your death. That's like the fear for me.
Yeah, but I answered it for
anyway,
you.
let's not
so
talk.
you
We're not
answer
talking
it.
about it. We're not putting that in the universe. No, sorry. What do you fear most about your marriage?
About my marriage. I don't fear anything. If I had to do it, I'd pick like a cliche answer and say, if the trust was broken, you know?
Nah, but even that you don't really care about.
Nah, but do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta pick something, innit?
Who would survive the longest in an apocalypse?
Oh, 100% me. 100% me.
Yeah.
Let's.
I think I would in the apocalypse.
This.
I would be dead before the at that point. Like I'd be dead. Like you know how they say like on impact I'd be dead. I'd be dead. I'd just be dead.
She knows an apocalypse is coming.
You had to be like, let's find the cause of death died before apocalypse. Before it even
Do you know like
gets
that freshly
erupted.
Indian film you're watching the other day and the guy died of shame? That'll be like you. Death of knowing an apocalypse is coming.
Yeah. And how has the last 3 years been of marriage? What have we learned? What would we do differently?
I'll go first. It's been good. We're still married, so that's a bonus.
Thumbs up.
I wouldn't change anything because we're still married, you know? It can always go worse if you change something, but I'm happy with where we are because I'm content in life. Do you know what I mean? Go for it.
Okay, so the last 3 years of marriage has taught me that marriage isn't easy. You have to work at it.
That's so cliche, like everyone says that. Pick
No,
something
but
else.
I honestly think that people don't say these things out loud. Like, it's so cliche and it's so the known thing, but it's like everybody's preparing for like the wedding day, but nobody prepares you for what happens the day after, or 20
True.
years later, or 10 years later.
True.
And not enough people talk about the reality of marriage. They're like, yeah, you can get married and it's so happy and it's so good, and it's like, it's not like that. And I also feel like even like it's difficult when you move in with your in-laws. Even when you move out your in-laws and you move into your own house, it's difficult. So I think to just hone in that message to people that marriage isn't easy. Don't go in thinking it's all gonna be like roses and amazing, because even though we've made this video and like we're having fun and we're having bangs, like we don't get along all day every day, you know? There is problems, there is hardships.
There's days you don't get along with me, you're right.
Yeah, there is hardships, and I think to realize that no relationship is perfect and you have to work at it every single day is probably something that everyone needs to learn and everyone needs to know.
Yeah.
And I think we've still got so much more to learn, even though
Yeah.
we've been together 11 years and only married 3 years. I feel like there's a whole lifetime and so much lessons coming.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks guys for watching our video. Make sure you drop a comment and drop a like as well if you enjoyed
And think
it.
of questions you're going to ask me next time. Some
Yeah.
good ones, innit? Like
Yeah, ask him some questions. He likes some challenging ones.
challenging ones.
So yeah, drop your questions in the comments below. Make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you also subscribe because that's the most important thing. And we will see you all soon.